Hello. What's up, guys? So, uber excited. Why am I excited? Because I get to talk about video marketing. Whenever I get to talk about video marketing, I'm excited. So, I am sharing my screen because I recently put up a post, actually today on Instagram, I put up a post about some video marketing strategies that you can do in 2019. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm gonna try to move this real quick. For some reason, there's a humming noise. If I do this like this, I think it's gonna cover my face too much. Yeah, I don't know why there's an extreme humming noise, but I just wanted to move the mic real quick. Alright, so anyway, so I did a post today on Instagram about tactics that you can use in 2019 for video marketing, and I'm coming on here in the group. Alright, so anyway, so to kind of expound on that. All right, so we're good now. I just wanted to move that around. As always, you guys know, if you have any questions, just simply drop them in a comment below. I am on Ecamm Live, so it may ask for your permission, but otherwise, it should be good if you've gone live with me before. So anyway, I'm going to talk about these tips that I shared today just to kind of expound on them a little bit more. You guys know I love writing, and then sometimes I'll have supportive video, or sometimes I just leave it as a blog post by itself. But for this, I wanted to talk a little bit more about it because we are on crunch time. I'm actually, after I finish this live, I'm about to do some things that I need to catch up on, and so I wanted to just talk about working backwards as far as meeting your goals or doing your goals or achieving your goals in 2019. So I'm just going to scroll down. Whoop, wrong way. I'm just going to scroll down. There we go. To talk about the things that I listed as tips for using video in your business next year. And that's why it's doing it. I was like, why is it not going the way I wanted to? All right. So the first tip that I had on there was basically opening up to say that we know typically during this time that a lot of educators, speakers, motivational speakers, strategists, and yes, I'm a video marketing strategist as well. This is the time when they're like rah, 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 and telling you like, I have the secret to your success for 2019. And the reality is, as years go by and you keep getting exposed to that same kind of talk, you can kind of pick up on it, and you're kind of like, no, you don't have any secrets. And so I've never taken that lane. It just was never my lane. I'm always going to come with content that I know that works and content that resonates. And so if you haven't seen, I released, and I was going to wait, but you guys know how I am sometimes. So you're getting the first of many new things. But I finally released the 2019 video marketing strategy guide. It is officially on the website. So all you have to do is go to the website to access it. There are some other goodies that come with it, but I'm gonna link you to this blog post that talks about what I'm talking about right now tonight, about the different ways you can use video. And at the bottom of this post, you can actually access the guide that way as well. So you don't have to like, I send you 2 different links in the comments. So here is the first one. And the first one that I talked about was live streaming. Live streaming is not going anywhere. It is something that you definitely want to put into your plan if you're really trying to use video, and you can do what I'm doing now, show your face. But remember, I've taught you before that you do not have to show your face, and you can still be very successful not showing your face and going live. So live streaming is something that you need to consider, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or even all 3. Going live will put you in front of your target audience, and it will keep you definitely top of mind. So an app that you can use, and this is in the link that I put in the comments, an app that you can use to go live, for instance, like on Instagram and YouTube, is Lula TV. I referenced you to that. Yes, I'm an ambassador for them, but I'm not collecting any type of funds, so I'm really sharing it too because it's a great tool and I've used it. And also on my blog, I have a write-up about it, and I walk you through like how to use it as well. So definitely check out Lula TV if you're trying to like go live on multiple platforms at the same time. The next thing that you want to consider are video blogs. Now, what are video blogs? Don't confuse video blogs with vlogging. Not the same. Video blogs are basically what I'm doing right now is I'm talking about the content that I wrote, and I will eventually add this video to this post, which now serves as a supportive video to the content that is already written. Now, you can definitely do a video blog that is not about something you already wrote. So for instance, the video is more primary, and then you have like maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs that support the actual video content. It can go either way, but the whole point is that there will be video presence on that blog post. And you can embed a video using YouTube or Vimeo. And one of the best pieces of content to make for video blogs is user-generated content. So think about that as well. You know, I just thought about something. I could have been going live on Instagram at the same time, and so I'm just gonna back up for a minute and add my Instagram real quick because I totally forgot that I put it on there. I wanted to get this done, and so I'm about to go live on Instagram as well. Let me just get that started. So bear with me for a second, guys, while I add them on so they can feel loved too. All right, so we're gonna go live. Hopefully this chick will not act up because we live on 2 spots. All right, so going back to different video strategies that you can do and use for next year. The first thing that I talked about was live streaming. So literally I'm going live right now on my desktop which is leading to Facebook, and I'm also going live on Instagram. Now, Instagram is not, I'm not using Lula TV right now because I literally just was like, oh, you know what, I should go live on Instagram as well. But just know that you can use Lula TV. It's an app that I'm very familiar with. I did a review on it and again, wasn't compensated. I was just like, oh my gosh, who did not come up with this? This is a really, really good tool to have to go live in 2 different places at the same time and be able to reach your audience at the same time with the same content. A lot of times you'll see people, even big, like big brands or bigger influencers or whatever, like you'll see them go live on Facebook first, and then they're kind of like wrapping it up, and then they have to kind of hope that they deliver the same way on Instagram. And it's like, it's hard for anyone to remember unless they're like verbatim reading something. And even me, even if I'm doing a video post blog, I'm not reading it like verbatim. I'm always adding something else to the written content, which makes the video supportive. So it's hard to do that when you have to like stop on one and then redo the same topic on another platform. So with that being said, Lula TV is really, really good for going live at the same time, where you could just deliver the content that you have at one time. All right, so live streaming, like I said, is something that you want to do. So whether on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or all 3, you definitely want to go live and reach your audience that way. So that's the first thing that I shared as far as some practical tips for using video in your business next year. The next thing was video blogs. If you're watching me on Facebook right now, I know I already mentioned this, but I'm repeating this part just for Instagram so they can catch up. So again, video blogs are not vlogging, so do not confuse them. Video blogs support blog content. So if you have anything that's already written and you're like, you know what, I want to expound on what I've wrote or what I've written, however you want to say that, with a video, then that's where a video blog comes into play. And again, I also explained that you can do it in the reverse, where you have a video blog first and you're just kind of supporting it with some written content. Either way, just know that that blog piece is going to have an embedded video either from YouTube or Vimeo. YouTube, you know, is best because it's a really good search engine, but again, everyone has their preference, and if Vimeo has better visual appeal for you, then go ahead and use Vimeo. All right, so Instagram is now caught up. I'm going to go to the next one, which is using video on Pinterest. So a lot of people actually, guys, I'm trying to, like, my hair has been horrible today, so I'm trying to, like, move it. A lot of people actually don't realize that Pinterest is actually, I see Pinterest being very influential next year. It started to kind of creep in. I would say LinkedIn came out of nowhere. LinkedIn was like, and bypassed a lot of the primary ones, but I would say that Pinterest is definitely going to be a platform that is going to be heavy for video as well. And the cool thing about Pinterest is that a lot of people don't know that Pinterest is also similar to like Google/YouTube, with it is still a search engine, like, and even more so, people actually go to Pinterest to buy. Like, they will look up something, like maybe they're looking for a couch or a guide or something. Like, they're kind of in the mindset of like, hey, Flygera, they're kind of in the mindset of like, if they find exactly what they're looking for, their next step is being prepared to purchase it. So don't sleep on Pinterest. I don't mean this in a rude way. Like, I don't care what niche you're in, whether you're an artist, whether you're a photographer, strategist, like whatever your thing is, like, definitely showcase some video on Pinterest, because people are definitely using Pinterest to search for things that they want and need. So that's just something to keep in mind. And if you're kind of like stuck on like what videos to make for Pinterest, the best thing to do is to like either get a piece of paper, like a blank piece of paper, or use like Google Docs. For me, it depends on what I'm typing. Sometimes I like doing it digital. Sometimes I'm old school and I'm writing it out. But if you use Google Docs, you can actually, you know, be a little bit more corrective right away. But what you want to do is you want to look at the boards that you already have on Pinterest. And then from there, that's when you would make your video selections and your cornerstone content. What videos can I make that are relevant, not irrelevant, that are relevant to the boards that I already have on Pinterest already. So that's how you can use video on Pinterest, and I can expound on that. I also have a video on YouTube about using video on Pinterest, so you can just look up Unashamed Imaging on YouTube and find it there. The next thing is using video on your contact page. So this is one that I know a lot of people are still like, huh? And the thing is that neglecting your website is not what you want to do. A lot of people are neglecting their websites because they're more focused on how do I say it? I'm trying to figure it out. Like, they're more focused on like social, I don't know what happened there. They're more focused on social media and, you know, how many followers do I have and vanity metrics. But, and like I said, I use all the platforms. So I'm not discrediting them. Wow, this Instagram is really like bugging right now. That's not what I want at all. What I was going to say was, your website is what you own. Your blog is what you own. Your email is what you own. So you need to get your content to your people using those platforms, because that is the medium or the platform that you own. Instagram, all these other channels can like shut down, and then you don't have the connection that you once had to the same people. So definitely having video on a page like your contact page is a great way to stay connected and to show people a little bit about your experience on that page as well. And then the last one that I have is, and I know this one people are still like, I don't want to do it, whatever. The last one that I have is using video. Ooh, my mic moved. Using video on IGTV, obviously, developing an IGTV strategy. IGTV is not going anywhere. Just telling you that right now. It is not going anywhere. And so it is something that you want to consider. It is also a great way to organically market to your current audience and those who are in need of your content. the cool thing that I like about IGTV is that unlike YouTube, you don't have to build a following. Whoever's following you already has access to you on IGTV, whereas with YouTube, you'll find 95% of the people who have a channel and they're trying to grow it, what do you hear them say in their video? Please like and subscribe or whatever, something, you know, to that extent. So the cool thing I like about IGTV is that your audience is already there, so they're already going to get your content. You just have to put it out. But because it is structured that way, that's also a reason why you need, like, keyword, you need to have a strategy, because if you're just posting randomness to IGTV and you have like no point, no direction in what you want to do, no goal in how you're going to use it, then you're just randomly like loading content and it's not going to resonate. It's just going to be like, why is this here? So definitely come up with a strategy. Like I said, if you're on Instagram, you have to go to my website, which the link is in the bio, and you can download my video marketing strategy guide. If you are on Facebook watching me right now, the link is in the comments. I don't even think, let me see something real quick, because I know Instagram made some updates. Let me see something. I don't think I can put the link in here like I wanted to, but I'm just gonna type it anyway for Instagram so you guys don't feel left out. So what I'm putting in the comments right now is my website for video marketing, and you can find all of my content there. You'll see it's bit.ly/learningwithac. You can find my content there, and you'll be able to find the strategy guide there. So something else that I want to add, and I'm going to come off the screen here for those on Facebook and go back to full screen. Something I wanted to add was that it's really important to also keep in mind that you don't want to just think local. Like, you actually want to think global as well. Like, the internet has made it where you can take your business outside of your local location. And instead of like fighting so hard for local and feeling like you failed, like, stretch your wings. I mean, if you really don't want to go any further than where you live, then that's fine too. But if you're like okay with traveling and, you know, and doing things of that nature, then consider, you know, your global strategy. What is your global strategy to actually reach people outside of your local location? Because I know when I talk to people about like local, I'm getting hot. When I talk to people about local, the first thing that they mention is, you know, like, it's like this whole crab bucket feel, and it probably is, because everyone is competing for the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, but there are a lot of, hold on, y'all. There are a lot of successful entrepreneurs that I know who are taking their talents outside of their local, you know, place, and they're doing really well. So if you are cool with, you know, not just remaining local, like, definitely sit down and think of a global strategy. For me, like, I'm taking my video marketing outside of Florida. Like, yes, I'm still doing it here. I would never just be like, no, unless I really turn around and say that. But I'm speaking, you know, across the globe next year about video marketing, and I'm really excited about it because I just know that there's more than what's in Florida. So I just wanted to add that little piece in here about that. So again, if you're catching the replay, just rewind once I end this, and you'll be able to hear what I had to say. If you're on Facebook, you have the direct link to hi everyone on on Instagram. You have the direct link to the strategy guide in the comments. If you are on Instagram, I put the link to the website as a comment myself, and it's bit.ly/ I just pinned it, so you should be able to see the name of the website and go check it out. All right, so for Instagram on Learn with AC, I am going to end this here. If you guys have any questions, you shoot me a DM, and I'll answer for you. All right, bye Instagram. All right, so we're gonna, Instagram is done. If you're here in Learn with AC, on Facebook, then feel free to drop any questions that you might have in a comment below, and I'm definitely going to get to you guys. But I just wanted to end that live. Andre has a question. Cool. All right, so Andre, give me 1 second. I'm going to answer you. I'm going to go live really quick on Unashamed Imaging's Instagram, just because I know people are still let me just explain to you guys what happened with Instagram. It's nothing bad. I'm just gonna explain to you what happened with my Instagram. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. So it's about to start, and I'll tell you. All right, so hi Instagram. I'm on here. All right, so on my old Instagram used to be my old Unashamed Imaging page, like when I first started shooting, and I was primarily shooting concerts, and I had not posted on that page for several years, like several years. And then I had a consultation, like a business consultation with my own, like for my business. Sorry, I said that totally backwards. And hey y'all, if you guys are watching this on Unashamed Imaging's Instagram, throw me a heart on here so I know that you guys are watching from Unashamed Imaging Instagram, because I just switched. I just want to make sure it didn't show it again on Learn with AC's Instagram. So so what I did was I had not posted from there, and hey Chris, and so people were, thank you Urban One, I'm sorry, he heard me. So I hadn't posted on there from 2013. I was about to delete it. I was really about to do this. This is a true story, so I'm kind of glad I switched over. And hey Judah Flo. So she was like, why don't you just keep it, get rid of like stuff that's not relevant, and just use it for your. And I was like, you know what? She's smart. That's why I had the conversation with her. So I cleaned it up to basically fit the content that I only want to do for video marketing, which ended up being getting rid of everything that was on that page. And I love it because I could strictly stick to video marketing on there, and I don't have to worry about like confusing people, because my wedding page is doing great, which is what you guys are watching now. Hey Africa, hey Trisha, which is what you guys are watching now. Hey Delia, hey Marie. But I just couldn't cross both, if that makes sense. So anyway, so I am on Instagram Live, and we are going to start Instagram Live on Unashamed Imaging's page with Andre's question, because he's been waiting patiently, because I already did a part of the segment for my video marketing Instagram. So Andre says, do you plan to stay in Florida? I feel like you've dominated that region already. It's a really good question, Andre. So I'll share some of my story. I actually wanted to move to Atlanta. That's just the truth. Well, again, I'm always telling y'all stuff, so I don't know why I say that. It's just like a forced habit. But I wanted to move to Atlanta, and I didn't. And I know a lot of people that are like, do what I do, not necessarily video marketing, but do like photography and stuff in Atlanta. And so like I said, I feel like if you learn how to run your business, why did that switch to the wall? I'm trying to pin this comment, y'all. If you know how to run your business, you can probably do it anywhere. But that's what I mean by global, Andre. That I'm more like I'm thinking more global than local. And like I mentioned, you guys are just tuning in on Instagram, but I went live on my video marketing page on Instagram. But I am thinking, I don't know what's on the TV behind me for y'all on Facebook. I am thinking more on a global scale. No, I did not decide to move to LA. But everywhere I'm speaking next year, for the most part, is global. I don't want to spit off dates, because right now, first of all, if you really want to know, just go to my website. My dates are on there. But I could just tell you where I'm hitting. I'm definitely going to LA next year. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to Kentucky. I'm going to Virginia. There's more, and I can't. There's like Yeah. Anyway, like I said, it's on my site. But those are places I could think off the top of my head right now where I will be speaking next year, and I'm really excited about that. But we were talking about this because in my post today about 5 practical tips for video use in 2019, I was talking about going global and not necessarily focusing so much local. Like I feel like just people would just put way too much on local, and they just completely neglect the global aspect of reaching people. So I'm gonna go over those things for you guys real quick. I'm not just a heads up, when it comes to like video marketing stuff, I'm definitely going to be doing that on Learn with AC. It's still an Instagram page on here, but it's over there. So if you like my wedding stuff, stay on this page for sure. But if you want my video marketing stuff too, like in addition, look up Learn with AC on Instagram, and you can find me on there because I'm gonna start pushing more of my education stuff over on that page and keep this like strictly weddings, because you guys know I host a wedding show every Thursday for my couples, and it's a little bit conflicting when I have the education on here because it's video marketing for like you. Okay, all right. So the first thing that I gave out today was live streaming. As a matter of fact, I'm only going to go over 2 for you guys on Unashamed Imaging, and to watch the rest, go to Learn with AC on Instagram. Look that up and watch the live that's on there. You'll be able to watch the whole thing that I just did. So the first one is live streaming, which is what I'm doing right now. So what I explained was whether you're going to go live on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, or possibly use all 3, then make sure that you're doing it. Make sure you have a strategy. Make sure you figure out how it will work for you. And then an app that you can use to go live, like how I'm doing right now, I'm live on Facebook and Instagram, is called Lula TV. Now, I'm not using Lula in this very moment, but I have used it before where I was able to go live on 2 platforms at the same time. And the cool thing about Lula is that you can save time and reach your audience at one time. So essentially, if I was doing my live show from here, right, and maybe on Thursday for my weddings, and I wanted to also post it to Instagram, then I can just use that app and host the show at one time and not really have to worry about, dang, what did I say? Did I miss something? Or, you know, some people don't repurpose lives the right way on a different platform. So when it shows up on another platform, people are like, oh, I don't like this because it's pre-recorded. So you have to, you want to cater to your audience too as much as possible. So live streaming is the first one. The second one is video blogs. And I mentioned not to confuse video blogs with vlogging. They are not the same. Video blogs are just basically videos that support your written content. So if you have, I would say a blog post anywhere from like 300 to 600 words, you can do a video with. If it's any more than that, you could still do a video, but people may not even get that far down, or they may not read anything you wrote and they just will only watch the video. And if you're not addressing everything that you wrote, there's going to be some lost content that may not make sense to the viewer. So just think about that when you're deciding what you want to do. But video blogs are a great way to connect with your target audience. And what you can do is you can start by embedding videos that you already have done, or start recording videos, load them to Vimeo or YouTube, and then you add them to your blog post. And most of your video content, if you're doing video blogs, should really be cornerstone content. So for example, you're going to take a main topic and then you come up with little topics, and those would be your cornerstone piece of content. So for example, I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. So I have all these different things that I'm releasing for you guys in 2019. Super excited. All right. One of the topics I have is three ways to connect on Instagram stories without selling. All right. And one of the cornerstone topics that I have is why you need to know your target audience. And another one is how to resonate. And I'm not going to give the rest because then you won't pay attention when I have it. Hey, good to see you too. So that's a way that you could think of cornerstone content. And like I said, anybody can do video. Like, you don't have to be the best of the best. I've been up since 4 this morning. That's why I look how I look right now. So it's not about being pretty. It's really about just resonating with your audience and just providing good content. If you feel stuck, like you can't think of ideas, then user-generated content is the best to do, and the best way to get that is to ask people what they want from you, what they need from you. So if you're on Instagram, like I said, I was only going to go over 2, but there's 3 more. But to get the other 3, I'm about to end this live. Go over to Learn with AC. I'm gonna I can't link it in here because it doesn't link in live on Instagram Live, but this is the name that you're gonna look up. It's called Learn with AC. It's my Instagram, but it's only for video marketing. So if you want to know the other 3 tips that I shared, look that up. Go over there. I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, Facebook, we made it. We're done. See y'all later. Bye. How long were we on? I'm curious. Let's see. What do we mean? Wow, 30 minutes? I told you. It never seems that long. Talk to you later. Bye.